Brett Dawson here at American Airlines Arena in Miami, where a Thunder team we've talked about a whole lot not being able to finish finally did it, and did it with a flourish tonight. 115-93, the Thunder beats the Miami Heat, clinches a playoff spot, and did it behind a really strong fourth quarter. 39-12, the Thunder outscores the Heat in the fourth. That is the most lopsided margin of victory in a fourth quarter in Thunder history. The Thunder did that behind strong performances from Russell Westbrook and Paul George, a great fourth quarter from Jeremy Grant, a really overall strong second half by the bench. And after a disastrous start, the Thunder trailed by as many as 18 points in the first quarter, missed its first 10 shots, really couldn't get anything going. This team completely turned it around, did the kind of stuff that Billy Donovan has been talking about a lot this season. Showed resiliency, showed toughness, showed a degree of stamina, and really had a whole lot left in the tank in the fourth quarter when Miami did not. Thunder were, I think, 11 of 17 in the fourth. Miami was 5 of 20, couldn't get three-point shots to fall. The Thunder was contesting everything around the rim. Just a completely dominating performance in the second half, and particularly in that fourth quarter. Thunder outscored the Heat just by a couple of points in the third quarter, but in a game where it really struggled to kind of pull even and then kind of sputter from there. A strong finish to that third quarter, a really strong start and finish to the fourth. The bench was great. I mentioned Jeremy Grant, but Patrick Patterson's defense was really strong. The Thunder had kind of control of the bench in the second half, and that's not always been the strength of this Thunder team. But tonight, really good play out of almost everybody who came off the bench. Alex Abrinas got things started. He made a three-pointer after the Thunder had missed its first 10 shots that kind of got Oklahoma City going. He did suffer what might have been a concussion in the second quarter. The Thunder did not have an official word on his status. He left the game, did not return in the second half, had concussion symptoms, but we don't know exactly what the official word on him is. We'll wait and probably get some word on Tuesday. The Thunder is scheduled at this point to practice. They'll play again at home. It's regular season finale on Wednesday, and that Wednesday game still has some meaning. The Thunder does clinch a playoff spot tonight. It can be no worse than the 8th seed. Not a seed you want. You'd have to play number 1 overall Houston in that first round if that happens. But with a win against Memphis, one of the worst teams in the league, on Wednesday, the Thunder could guarantee itself no worse than the 6th seed. Still some stuff in play to move up to 4 or 5, but the 6th seed would be Oklahoma City's with a win. Who it would play if it got the 6, still up in the air. Utah with a chance to kind of steal that number 3 seed away from Portland, which lost tonight in Denver. So there's still a whole lot of moving parts in terms of the playoff matchups. But the Thunder, after this year of kind of, fits and starts, is going to be in the playoffs. That's what matters, and playing well. It's going to be coming off a 2-0 road trip, really strong fourth quarters in Houston, and again here in Miami against good teams that are bound for the playoffs. And so the Thunder will carry some momentum. After the game, Carmelo Anthony said sometimes that's what it's all about, how you're playing going into the playoffs. The Thunder will be playing some of its best basketball when postseason starts. Has to take care of business on Wednesday against Memphis, and that game will be interesting even against one of the worst teams in the league, not only because of the seeding situation, but because Russell Westbrook got 17 rebounds tonight, part of his 25th triple-double of the season. Westbrook now is guaranteed to average, with the 13 assists he got tonight, double figures in points, double figures in assists. He needs 17 more. He needs to replicate tonight's feet on the board. He actually had 18 tonight, so he needs 16 more, on Wednesday. He would clinch his second straight average of a triple-double if he can do that. Wouldn't put it past him after the way he played tonight. Wouldn't put anything past the Thunder now on Wednesday after the way that it's played these last couple of fourth quarters.